North Carolina has become a leader in the production of beer. More than 130 breweries and brewpubs statewide are giving the market copious options for consumption. But some brewers are expressing growing pains, mainly to do with the threshold on how they can get their products to market. Many of them want to distribute their own beer by themselves and not go through a wholesaler. And they can do that, but there are legal limits.
So right now the self-distribution cap is set at 25,000 barrels in the state of North Carolina. What that means is that a brewery can only distribute up to 25,000 barrels of production. And once they make that 25,001st barrel of beer, they have to turn over their entire production to a distributor, as mandated by law.
The craft brewing industry is growing, and we're going to see some of these craft brewers get very close to that cap, and when they hit the cap, they suddenly have to distribute their beer in a different way.
McGrady is among legislators who say law should be changed in some way to accommodate the growing craft brewers who like to distribute their own products. But the North Carolina Beer and Wine Wholesalers Association is not on board. That group represents the distribution sector, and they argue that state law already gives breweries a lot of leeway. Georgia, Alabama, and South Carolina allow no self-distribution at all. Tim Kent, a lobbyist for the wholesalers, says his group is all for partnering with craft brewers so they can meet their goals. But Walt Dickinson of Wicked Weed Brewing in Asheville says he doesn't want a middleman. He self-distributes to maintain a direct relationship with consumers and control over how his product gets to the marketplace. His company is growing toward the legal limit, and he wants that cap raised.
We're giving extra care to make sure that the people at that bar or that restaurant are intimate with our product. We take time to let their bartenders know what's going on, what's coming out, what we've done to make this beer special. And I know that the beer was taken care of. It was in our trucks under our guidance the entire way there. And we know that beer is going to be the closest to what we want that beer to be when it leaves here.
But the wholesalers say they play a vital role for the consumer by handling only safe and legitimate products. They also say they give an even playing field in the distribution of national brands and mom-and-pop operations alike. And because they have warehouse space aplenty to store product, they say they allow breweries the ability to simply focus on making great beer. The solution or middle ground for breweries isn't simple. Proposals to raise the 25,000 cap have died in recent years, but supporters pushing to give breweries more wiggle room say there's a compromise.
My hope is that the wholesalers realize this isn't, a threat to them. There's plenty of business there. More craft brewers out there, give them more product of different types to distribute.
For the Insider State Government News Service and the Raleigh News and Observer, this is Benjamin Brown.